Welcome to Badin Jeeps as we take our cheap Jeeps on extraordinary trails across America. Anybody want to guess what this noise is? We'll do it again in slow-mo. Alright, keep the answer in your head. It'll be revealed later. So, the Uwharrie National Forest has the Badin Lake OHV area. It's about 16 miles of Jeep trails. We chose to enter it near the El Dorado Outpost, which is a super popular gas station, general store, etc. Picked up our trail map. It's about 16 miles of trails. We were there for a Veterans Day ride. The fall weather was great. We took a veteran with us in our Jeeps to show them the trails. Met Deb there. Hey, Deb. In her schoolie toy hauler that she hauls her Cherokee around in. Great girl. Great family there. We worked on the Jeep into the night, getting our Jeep ready, and hit the trails bright and early the next day. My Jeep, definitely probably the least built Jeep there, I'm pretty sure. I had 32-inch tires and no lockers. My wife was running 33s and no lockers. The trail system has a lot of guardrails and a lot of signage. They really want you to stay on the trails there. The volunteers that work there really work hard to make sure there's no excuse for them to close these trails. So get out and enjoy these trails. There's a few drop-offs, a few ledges, a few bumps where you really need 4-low. For the most part, every Jeep's going to do these trails. Except for the 3Ds, or the Dirty Ds, which is where we were heading. There's 3 trails or obstacles: Daniel, Dutch John, and Dickie Bell. These are like the most tried places in the park. They're the reason why there's mobile welders showing up. There's a reason why people are getting drug out of there. The first 2 we did weren't that big a deal. This Jeep from Outlaw Off-Road showing how it's done, just crawling it up. And really, as I'm watching these Jeeps go up, I'm thinking there's no reason why I can't take the hard side of this. There's an easy line on the left, or what looked like an easy line, but I'm thinking I can do the hard side. I had never seen one of these trucks on the trail before, so that was kind of cool. I don't even remember what kind of truck it is. He also listened to music while he's trail riding, which is hard for me to do. Maybe it's because I'm paranoid. I'm always listening for something to break on my Jeep. I mean, maybe I'm not paranoid. Maybe there's a good reason why I'm listening to my Jeep. I don't know. I mean, like they say, you're not paranoid if they're really out to get you. So far, my little 4-cylinder stick-shift Jeep, doing great. I'm eyeballing the line up ahead of me, and I'm thinking, I'm going to try the hard side. I mean, why not? It's what we came here for. And something happened. And I had that horrible sinking feeling that it was going to be an axle shaft, and it's going to be sliding out in the trail. I'm going to be that guy that gets drug off the trail on 3 tires, and kind of ruins the day for everybody. But great volunteers there, great co-riders on the trail. They checked it out, and there's visibly nothing wrong. So just kind of eased against the clutch and was able to finish driving the obstacle. Still just waiting for that axle shaft to slide out. I was sure it was a broken axle shaft. I mean, it's a Daniel 35. They practically come with a broken axle shaft, right?
You'll get it this time. He's gonna just go once he gets going. Because he stick shifts, so it's harder to, you can't just like, yeah.
So while I was nervously checking out my Jeep, my wife filmed a few more Jeeps climbing the obstacles. And like I said, it just wasn't that hard of an obstacle. I mean, it was a long uphill, and with no lockers, it'd probably be a little trying, but it shouldn't have been something that caused my Jeep to break. Here's my wife, Michelle, pulling up next. Now, that's 33s and open front and rear, and at that time, she's running a Dana 35 rear, too. Now, we've always been pretty cautious trail riders, so she's going to use a little momentum to make it up this trail. We just pull forward, and if we can't make it, you roll back a foot, you bump it a little bit harder. But we're not doing any sky wheelies or anything like that. We're not that kind of throttle junkies, I guess. Although my wife is really competitive. She really wants to make it up these obstacles, and she likes making it look easy. So
I'm back.
Here she goes. She'll get a little momentum on this next one and just trundle right up. So I'm going to tell everybody, I chose to turn around and get off the trail here because I wanted to go check out what was wrong with my rear end. But these trails at Uwharrie are well groomed, great signage, guardrails to guide you. I believe that pretty much every stock four-wheel drive would have a field day out here, and there's camping, there's hiking trails. The fall was absolutely beautiful, so get your family, load up in your Jeep or your truck or whatever, and go explore these trails. I mean, stay away from these hard ones. I mean, unless you want to go ride them. I mean, go for it. For us, that's what we come here for, is to try the hard stuff, especially with our little cheap Jeeps. And so in a second, we got the video sped up. Everybody's going to get to see what happened to my rear end. So I should have taken a poll or had people place bets or something. The gear oil still looked okay. Now this Jeep, when I bought it, had been used in a hunting camp, and so the front and rear end were full of water and gear oil. So no telling how long it drove like that. I changed the fluids after I bought it.
What's in here?
What do we got?
Oh,
What happened?
let's check that out. The spider gear's gone.
Oh.
You can get in there closer with it.
Oh, he ate it.
Here.
I'll see if I can rotate it.
Oh, he ate it.
You sure
Yep,
did.
sure did.
You ate it.
Well, at least it's locked now.
Look at you.
Yeah, what's what we need is a
positive like
welder.
us. He's
Oh,
positive
look at
like
all that though. Chewed right into the carrier.
Oh, you sure
I did my
did.
carrier like that. We made a trophy out of it.
I
How
don't
much
know.
metal can you dig out from under there? You got a magnet?
I do have a magnet right here. So I put my magnet on the carrier to see if it would grab anything.
Hey, it did.
You got a little bit of stuff down here.
It sure did.
So,
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
There
Just-
goes the chunks.
ah,
Look
Oh
at the
my
chunks.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh no.
That's a TikTok
Yeah.
moment. Wow.
yeah.
That's the second carrier I've ever done like that. I did my carrier like that.
Wow.
So the question is, since I can't rotate it on this side, I'll have to jack it up on the other side and see if I can spin it. See if it's just spider gear or did it get the ring gear too?
So how hard is it? Be?
Look at that pin shift back and forth here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
That's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of
Alright,
chunky
now do
monkey.
the pin thing.
Alright, so the pin's popping up and down a little bit. That's not horrible, but I mean good. And your spider gear's popping up and down too, so there's play in the whole system. So, oh, that spider gear's missing teeth too. That's gonna be fun. We'll get this other side jacked up and record again. It's locked though.
You don't think
How you
it's-
feeling, Trav?
I feel like it's upgrade time. Ha
So we had a good time in Uwharrie, even though I broke halfway through the day. It's alright. It's a good reason to upgrade, which we did later, to Daniel 44. And that adventure had its own problems. Also, Uwharrie's not that far away from supplies. So Troy, North Carolina is pretty close. Got all the auto parts stores, grocery stores, everything else you could ever need. And get out there and enjoy those trails.